Enter the world, but tread with care. Those roots remember every prayer. Carved from ash, from bone, from flame. The sacred beasts don't play your game. Here change comes, swift on silver wing, with dragonflies that bite and sting. Truth flickers soft and sharp as steel, and every wound must learn to heal. Don't come armed with hollow lore. This world won't let you fake the war. For those who think they understand, you'll bleed the fastest by your hand. So read and ache, be torn apart. These stories rise from broken hearts. With grit and teeth they scream and soar. You've never known a world like this before.
Welcome to Dhampir Sins, Book 1 of the Sacred Beast series by Sarah Yuher. "12 Hellhounds. They heard the voices before they came upon the group in the alley. What do you mean the Luris was taken from you? The woman's voice was harsh as the growls of the two demon dogs mirrored her anger. The man Kieran had bitten the night he brought Kage home was on his knees between two large, tattooed men. The scent of blood filled the area, and Kieran felt his fangs ache as a wave of wariness flowed over him. Another damper took him. The man screamed as one of the two men twisted his arm. What damper would want him? He's a homeless drug addict, the woman sneered. He said he was his pimp. What did he look like? One of the two men said, backhanding the human. I don't know. All I remember is his eyes. They glowed like amber dipped in blood. The human squealed, the pitiful sound grating on Kieran's ears. He glanced at Maverick, who crouched behind a dumpster on the other side of the alley from him, and the shifter signed at him. Was it your magic that made it hard for him to remember you? Kieran nodded. My eyes always give me away, he signed back. Blood dipped amber, the woman asked thoughtfully. What would the sleuth want with a drug-addicted Luris when they have a Luris already? The man holding the human's arm asked. When do we move in? Kieran asked. He didn't like that these people wanted Kage. Are they the ones that have been taking the Dhampirs? Maverick asked. Kieran looked back at the group, relaxing his vision and focusing on finding the ones who had taken Ariadna and the others. He felt his notice me not spell falter slightly from the drain on him as the three around the human lit up like a bonfire. All three stilled and sniffed the air, giving Kieran a view of the small horns at their temples. Hellhound Nephilim. The two demon dogs turned on Maverick's hiding place, and the hellhound holding the human backhanded him so hard that Kieran could hear the snap of his neck from where he crouched in the shadows. His vision swam for a moment, and the color left the world as he threw up a shadow shroud and threw his voice in the direction the three hellhounds had run. Cupcake. Kieran didn't stop as he raised his caster and aimed down at the first of the two demon dogs. The sound of gunfire filled the area Kieran had shrouded in darkness. His first shot got the first demon dog in the side of the neck, sending it to the ground as holy fire began to consume it. The second one ducked under cover, looking for who had shot its sibling. Kieran let his eyes glow in the darkness like a beacon for it, and it lunged at him. The next shot took it in the chest, and it screamed as it fell on him and burned, clawing in its struggles to get away from the holy flames. He shoved it off of him and looked for Maverick. The shifter was on one of the hellhounds, trying to cuff him while he tried to breathe hellfire at him. He had shifted to his demon form, a human-like dog shifter with blazing crimson eyes, and his horns had extended to curved points like a bull's. Thankfully, he only had one head. Half of the other male's face had been blown off, and the female was nowhere to be seen. Sugar pie. Drop the shroud and help me, Maverick ordered Kieran. But the woman. Forget her. Kieran swayed slightly when he dropped the shadow shroud and helped Maverick get the cuffs on the hellhound. Once the enchanted steel was in place, the hellhound lost his demon form. He was still struggling and shouting obscenities at Kieran and Maverick, even throwing in some creative slurs as Maverick called into the station. Nest, we have one hellhound in custody, one dead, one escaped, and one dead human, Maverick reported into his radio. One civilian needs medical. 10-4, backup is en route to your location, the woman on the other end said. I can go after the female, Kieran pointed out. The claw marks from the demon dog were starting to sting. You got clawed up. Let the medics look you over first. And Cupcake? Maverick said with a raised brow. Sugar pie. Fucking faggots. The Hellhound groaned with the wet smack into the stone. You broke my nose, he screamed, his voice sounding wet and gurgling. I did. Maverick asked innocently, smashing the Hellhound's face again. Oh, look at that. I did it again. Before Kieran could say something about Maverick getting in trouble for abusing the human, the alarm in his CGH went off. Let me go. Echo's voice came through the speaker, muffled for a moment before the sound of a door opening. Leave her alone, Mine. Kaga yelled a second later, followed by the sound of him hissing.
"13 souls stolen, one rescued from the refuse. A man barely past a boy, raised by bears of blood-soaked oaks. As love grows distant, cotton candy tastes so sweet. Lust and love, what's the difference? The badger jokes and steals, the world sneers and scorns. Blamed for their father's sins, innocent hearts drown in Dhampir sins."